How last year's crummy stock market narrowed the gap between rich and poor worldwide.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by C3 AI. C3 Generative AI provides ChatGPT enterprise search that is verifiable, secure, and accurate across all enterprise data. C3.ai. This is Enterprise AI.
I'm David Brancaccio. Global household wealth, total assets of all humans, has gone down. The new report from the financial firm UBS uses data from last year, which also found the gap between rich and poor also fell globally. Here's Marketplace's Kristen Schwab.
Thank you, David. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
What's this about, this project? Like what? The people who brought us the digital revolution and the biosciences revolution and the AI revolution ought to be able to come up with something to help cities like San Francisco?
Well, I certainly think that is a part of it. But as you suggest, we have certainly experienced an economic downturn and a stagnant recovery since COVID. Occupancy remains at roughly a third of pre-pandemic levels, lower than about 50 other major cities across the country. And the downtown occupancy challenges on San Francisco's economy is significant, with office-based industries accounting for nearly 3/4 of the city's gross domestic product. The government now forecasts $780 million in a deficit in the upcoming 2 fiscal years. And so that's why we created, in collaboration with the World Economic Forum and Salesforce, as you suggested, our challenge, really to help bring back San Francisco vibrancy.
Okay, and if people come up with ideas, there's an important stipulation. The challenge is mindful of United Nations development goals. I mean, particularly the one to make cities more inclusive, safe, resilient, but do it sustainably. That's a key word.
That's exactly right. This is a unique call to action for entrepreneurs to submit sustainable solutions that contribute to the significant needs of San Francisco. Look, I think some of the solutions could include new approaches to urban food production, water resources, waste management. There is plenty to think about and to innovate on. Cities are home also to the majority of our world's populations, and they account for 80% of GDP. Despite occupying only 3% of the world's land, cities consume 2/3 of global energy demand and 70% of CO2 emissions. So that's why we think it is so incredibly important to, again, create a challenge that has sustainability at the forefront.
Another thing that the San Francisco mayor talked about, as she talked about the city's ambitions, is to become the artificial intelligence capital of the world. And here's what Mayor Breed had to say about why companies choose her city.
Of course, many of the investments and the angel investors and the folks who are located in this area, but also they say this is the densest population of engineering talent anywhere in the world.
So, Kirsten Rhodes, you must be hearing the 2 letters AI in some of the ideas.
It's consuming every conversation that I have, David, with clients, with partners. I would agree with her. We do see early stage investors building capabilities here. And certainly you've got some of the dominant players right here in our backyard, broader in the Bay Area, that are putting incredible resources and dollars to invest in AI.
Kirsten Rhodes, San Francisco Managing Principal at Deloitte. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. I appreciate the time today.
Now, you need to know that it's called the Yes San Francisco Urban Sustainability Challenge, and it's being led by the World Economic Forum, the San Francisco-based tech platform Salesforce, and that consulting firm Deloitte. Nordstrom said in May it is closing in downtown San Francisco, citing lower foot traffic, while some other retailers are also leaving this weekend. The Swedish home goods chain IKEA held a friends and family soft opening for its new store on San Francisco's Market Street. It's a 250,000 square feet, a smaller urban variant of IKEA's traditional, really big box stores. Now, back to this topic. Global household wealth, total assets of humans going down. Here's Marketplace's Kristen Schwab.
Global wealth data gives us a sense of where wealth is concentrated. Branko Milanovic is an economist at the City University of New York.
The gaps are so enormous that for the same person having such different experience in life is difficult to defend.
Part of what's behind the narrowing wealth inequality gap is China's rapid economic growth over the last 15 years or so.
And it was not solely China, it was also India, Indonesia, Thailand, all the countries that are relatively poor that have grown very fast.
But the biggest reason for the narrowing inequality gap was global wealth's decline. Adam Hollowell at Duke's Center on Social Equity says people at the top lost money in the stock market.
Financial assets in North America depreciated significantly in 2022. That doesn't mean that the material circumstances of the global poor have changed.
The report predicts that after dipping in 2022, global wealth is expected to rise nearly 40% over the next 5 years. I'm Kristen Schwab for Marketplace.
Markets, S&P futures are up 0.4%. NASDAQ futures are up 0.6%.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Odoo, focused on providing all-in-one open-source business management software with fully integrated applications for every business need. More at odoo.com. And by Charles Schwab. The people at Schwab are passionate about helping investors. Learn more at schwab.com/whyschwab.
Spain won, England 0, 1-0, as they say. Another winner, the FIFA Women's World Cup, with 2 million tickets sold worldwide. Here's the former vice captain of Australia's national team, Moya Dodd, about the profile of women's soccer going forward.
It's a growing sport. More and more women are engaged in playing and watching the game. I think globally, it's clear that the axis has shifted a little bit on sport. Sport now belongs to women. Football now belongs to women. And there's no reason why this can't continue to be the growth engine of the game.
Spain now joins Germany as the only two countries with teams that have won both the women's and the men's cups. Olga Carmona scored the winning goal for Spain yesterday. Her family had withheld the news from Carmona until after the match that her ailing father had died, a consideration affecting some celebrations in Spain that had been set for today. I'm David Brancaccio. It's the Marketplace Morning Report. May PM, American Public Media.